So I understand the iPhone 12 just came out and everything, but it's never too soon to talk about the next generation of iPhones and what we could potentially be seeing, because honestly, the iPhone 12s, there's a lot of problems with them, and, to get our minds off that, let's go ahead and look at what the future of Apple could hold. Now, one specific thing, and this might seem crazy, but I've been talking about it for at least like 2 years, at least a year and a half now, and I will tell you this, I am almost certain and I'm almost guaranteed that Apple will bring a Touch ID back, which is that fingerprint sensor, back into their next generation of iPhones. And this to me makes more sense than anything else. And it makes more sense in this climate nowadays and even to next year than ever before. Now, the reason I say this and the reason this is so important is because actually, to even rewind back, I'm super surprised they didn't bring Touch ID back with this generation of iPhones. It really doesn't make any sense with the iPhone 12s. I mean, everyone is wearing masks nowadays. Everyone, is covering their faces. So Face ID honestly makes even less sense now than before. And it just is such a sloppy thing. I don't know why Apple didn't bring Touch ID with the iPhone 12s. They always seem to kind of, only bring out a couple of features here and there. We also didn't get that 120 Hz refresh rate, which I do truly believe is coming with the next generation of iPhones. But here's the thing, with the Touch ID, I mean, we've seen it time and time again. If you think about it, Samsung, all these other, even OnePlus, these phone manufacturers have developed inbuilt fingerprint sensors in the panel. So it's not like anything crazy. It's not a new technology. If anything, it's an old technology. It's at least like a couple of years old at this point. And when Apple implements it, they're going to be so far behind in that specific segment that it doesn't make any sense. So it's almost like a given that Apple is going to bring Touch ID somewhat. Now, it's not going to be in the form of obviously a home button. I don't even think it's going to come in the form of the, power button on the side. I truly believe it's going to be inbuilt within the display itself. Now, I don't remember if we saw any iOS things that have came out of any leaks or anything, but just thinking, for a second, actually logically, everyone is covering their faces nowadays, even before the iPhone 13, even before the iPhone 12. Everyone is covering their faces. Everyone is wearing masks all around the world. And I don't think it's going to stop anytime soon. I think truly for the rest of our lives, we're probably going to end up wearing masks as just a given. And I don't have a problem with it. But here's the thing. With Face ID, I mean, there are ways to circumvent this and, make Face ID work with a mask and without a mask. But if you think about it, there are so many facial features at play with, a mask and everything, that even if you did Face ID with a mask, that would make it even higher of a chance for somebody to actually go take your phone and actually be able to use it that way. If they can kind of, make things work a certain way, I mean, half your face is covered. So that's a pretty important thing to mention about Face ID, that it's kind of faulty and it's not really that functional. There's so many times I'm out in public and Face ID just doesn't work, and it's the stupidest thing. I hate it so much. It really does bother me. And whenever I use a Samsung, for example, I'm able to just put my finger right on the, certain part of the display, and it unlocks it. And you have the face, unlock feature on that phone as well. So Apple is kind of behind. They only have like Face ID. They put all their eggs in this basket, and it's kind of, worthless. And it's not worthless right now, but it's like, it's not really super functional. It's very annoying because we have to take off our mask, or we have to just input our passcode. And it's like, we're back in 2010 when we didn't even have a fingerprint sensor. You know what I mean? So that's why I truly believe Apple is probably going to implement a Touch ID sensor in their next batch of iPhones. I'm surprised they didn't bring it with the iPhone 12s. It's just kind of weird to do. But I truly believe with the next generation of iPhones, Apple's probably going to end up bringing Touch ID back, just from my assumptions. There's not even any leaks or anything. It's just my assumption. I could be wrong, but from what I've seen, I think they could probably do it. So that pretty much covers it up there. If you guys have any other questions or anything, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button. That would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count. So it means so much if you guys can hit that. Also check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my other channels. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.